Well, welcome to Gini's Attic, where we connect through art, music, and drama. I just got back from Mexico, and it's so good to be home. Let's see who's out there today. Let's step inside our magic mirror. And I see James, and I see Rachel, and I hear laughing in the library. Let's go see what they're laughing about. Hello, Kiki Poo. Hello, Dunbar.
Oh, good morning, Miss Gini.
Good morning. It's great to hear you two laughing.
Well, Kiki Poo just told me a funny joke. Listen.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Tank.
Tank who?
You're welcome.
This is Dunbar's book club. I like Frida Kahlo and her animalitos. I like the pictures of dogs.
Welcome back to another episode of the Art Critics Corner.
A safe place to talk about art.
My name is Darren Diaz.
And I'm Mark Dean.
Wait, before you say anything, I know what you're gonna say. Hola de Mexico.
Close, Daniel, but no. I was going to say, Hola de Guanajuato, Mexico. I just returned from the birthplace of our guest artist, Diego Rivera.
Oh yes, that famous 20th century musical muralist.
Yeah, what's that? Like, what's a muralist?
So a muralist is someone who paints very large paintings on walls.
But isn't that like graffiti?
Well, yes, it is just like graffiti, but it's actually a large painting on public walls telling a story about the struggles of the marginalized.
Wow, Daniel, heavy. And wasn't Diego Rivera also married to another famous Mexican artist named Frida Kahlo?
Yes, he was, and some even say he was jealous of her talents.
Well, speaking of talent, we're going to be looking at one of his most famous paintings called The Flower Vendor.
And this one is kind of like a treasure hunt. It's full of symbolism.
Symbolism?
Yeah. Well, look at this painting. What do you see in the face of the flower seller?
I don't see anyone.
Exactly. It represents the common man or the common people.
That means the lilies must represent the upper class.
Exactly, Mark. Now, what do you see at the sides of the basket, like carrying the basket, helping the flower vendor?
I see two hands on the side.
And at the bottom, what do you see?
I see two large feet. Oh my. There's a huge head on the top of the flowers.
Really? I didn't see that. Now, who do you think that is?
Diego!
Well, friends, I'm afraid that's all I have time for. So until next time, remember, do well
And do art.
Oh, that was so beautiful, Dunbar. It reminds me of an old Puerto Rican song called El Floron.
El Floron, which means the flower.
Let's sing. El Floron pasó por aquí, yo no lo vi, yo no lo vi. El Floron pasó por aquí, yo no lo vi, yo no lo vi. Que pase, que pase, que pase el florón. Que pase, que pase, que pase el florón. Oh, look! It's a florón!
Es un florón.
the table.
Today we celebrate the iconic Mexican artist Frida Kahlo.
She is one of the most famous artists of all time. Let's make a Mexican paper flower to celebrate her. The materials you will need are scissors, wire, and 8 square tissue papers.
So let's get started. Come meet me at the table. Today we celebrate one of my favorite artists, Frida Kahlo. Help me to celebrate our wonderful artist today by creating a 3D tissue flower. You'll need about 8 squares of tissue paper. I like to start with a green on the bottom, and then you can have various other colors on the top. You'll need a pipe cleaner. I like to use green for the stem, and some scissors, and that's it. So enjoy. Let's take our 10-inch tissue paper squares, fold them in half again, crease down, and in half again. This is going to tell us where our 1-inch lines are. Now we open up our 8 squares, and you see now we have all of these lines, and now we can make our accordion for our flower. This is so fun making our accordion. It's a lot like making a fan. Let's begin. Start one way, and you see we already have our lines for our fan. Go the other way and back and forth until we create a nice fan. Back and forth. Make sure you press down on that seam on the line there. Press down nice and hard. And back and forth, creating our fan. Now we're ready to add our pipe cleaner for the stem. Go ahead and find our center line for the fan. Fold it in half, crease it again, and open it. Now we take our pipe cleaner and wrap it around that center line, and you are really making your 3D tissue flower now. Twist it around so it's nice and secure, and now we can start sculpting our tissue flower for Frida. Let's begin with a nice curved cut at the top. You could do it pointed if you prefer, whatever kind of flower you are creating. And make a nice curved line. Let's go to the other end. Make a nice curved line with our scissors. And then we can start sculpting our beautiful flower. Are you ready? As we're sculpting our flower, let's make sure we have the green on the bottom, because that's going to go along with the stem. Those are the leaves for our beautiful flower. And we start peeling these tissue papers up. And I like to actually think of my flower as I'm creating this into 3D beautiful Frida flower. You could wear it on your head or just have it in your house as a decoration. It keeps sculpting these up forming your beautiful sculpture until we get all the sheets of paper into our flower. Look how beautiful that is. And we're going to keep doing this on this side until we get each sheet into the flower. So fun to do. It's just paper, but we really are sculpting. See, and that's the half there. Then we're going to do the other half and connect the two ends here. Thank you for joining us for
Meet me at the table.
I'm afraid that's all we have time for today. Thank you so much for connecting with us in Gini's Attic. Until next time, a bientôt.